Alright, here we go. Testing out OBS. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Here we go. And boom. Alright, I'm just going to be testing this out real quick. And there we go. Just testing. Hey, alright guys. Consider this a unique scenario. I am currently trying to run OBS right now. I've uninstalled GeForce because yeah, GeForce decided to break. Their latest patch as of this writing, or update 55585, means I can't record VR chat, the long drive, you name it, even art, anything really. So I'm kind of so I'm hoping to see if I can get OBS working, and so far so good. The F8 and F9 controls or keybinds they put have they do make Flash kind of glitch out, regretfully, but I think I'll be okay for the most part. I guess for anyone wondering, I do feel a lot better since my last post. So well, apparently I can't import files now. Okay, that's one. Okay, so consider this kind of a test for OBS because I want to make sure I get this going. There is another problem that kind of came up, unfortunately. Okay, that's not gonna work. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna edit this together as I go along. All right, I'm back. But yeah, the file that JR sent me for some reason didn't want to work. But yeah, so I'm getting back into the swing of things. It's gonna take some time. I did run it on VRChat, desktop mode, which is good, and now I'm doing it again on art mode. Well, not art mode. I'm gonna be doing it for my art drawings. Yeah, I'm also gonna be running some tests on Elgato. I'm gonna probably hook up 2K24 tomorrow and just run like a quick little stream for about 30 minutes or something that'll go up on Saturday. There's a lot to really unpack. I won't go into what I've been or what I've been up to. I'll just say this: the GeForce thing breaking did kind of put things back. It added to the frustration. At first, I thought it was anti-cheat. At first, I legit thought VRChat's anti-cheat was the problem because that is notorious. For some reason, GeForce and Easy Anti-Cheat don't get along. But then it happened everywhere. It started to happen on every game, and we get a black screen, and it turns out it's a recurring problem. So, you know, I'm just like, hey, you guys really need to get in the ball and figure this shit out, because now I can't record content. It kind of pissed me off, and the part that actually drove me insane is that now I have to start the FNAF security breach streams over, because I want to go from start to finish. I don't like skipping out parts. And here's another thing. Well, I was recording my Rise for 2K24, and those videos are gone. I can't find them, so either they didn't record, and I think I did record them, but they're unfortunately deleted. which sucks. Or maybe I misplaced them. Maybe they're under a different file name or something. I'm still gonna look. I have until June 29th to take another look. It sucks, man. Like, it's just, I'm nowhere near Markiplier levels of numbers right now, but damn, is it hard to be a YouTuber. I'm already feeling the burn. Because I have like a shit ton of files that need to be organized. Some I don't know if I've uploaded or not. So I might wind up uploading duplicates by accident. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna get started. I'm currently trying to run some different music because I've been using Tetris CDI for most of them. I want to thank Silva Gunner. This is not from the Silva Gunner video, thankfully, but it's one of the fusion collabs that they worked on. We got the community to work on together. Othello World, Game with Rabbit. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's actually pretty cool. It's been in my head rent-free, and it's very cheerful too, so I'm going to be working on that, listening to that throughout. But yeah, I'm going to be working on 2 videos today just so I can get into the swing of recording on OBS. I will also be at, I guess just to round it out so you guys kind of stay on top of things, I will be at a Ferality thing on Saturday. I was invited to it by Sotolo from this Veer chat. Yeah, I was invited to him after some conversations that we had. Don't really know. Like, he wanted me to ask questions. Like, just art-related stuff. I haven't really thought of anything that I can think of. I'm kind of just... I guess we'll see what happens. I'll be there just to listen and learn and grow and not really... If I can think of anything to really ask, I'll see what I can do. I have to get up early for that. I'm the kind of guy that loves to sleep in, so I'll be kind of tired, and the room will be hot. Obviously, don't know if I really want to put on the headset for that, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a Twitch stream. I don't know. That's the impression I got. I think it is, so you might see me there in my Vinny avatar. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh god, my name. Shit, I forgot. This music doesn't help. Alright, this is the first picture I'm gonna do is for my buddy JR95, but the next one is actually gonna be for my friend, where is it? I can't find it. It was, oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to be working on the one for DJ Axis. That one's been kind of on hold because I've been going through a lot. 2 weeks of hell. 2 weeks of just everything falling apart around me. So, yeah, I'm going to be... I'll be doing 2 videos for you over the next span of the next couple of weeks. And then I guess after that, this Friday, I'm going to try to record FNAF Security Breach from the beginning. I wouldn't, if I had known GeForce was going to break, I wouldn't have overwritten my saves, and if I didn't overwrite my saves, it would be easy peasy. I could just start where I left off, but no, unfortunately, we're kind of boned. It sucks, so I blame GeForce. You suck. What else? Oh yeah, and then 2K24, we've been meaning to do those streams. I guess I'll round it off by saying, yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy ride the next couple of weeks. I actually do want to take a break from recording, outside the art videos. Obviously, I'm gonna be taking a break from that, mostly because it's just like, I feel like, I don't get a chance to really game with anybody that's not a recording, or it's like I just want to just want to play games like gamers do, and just not worry about. We don't really generate a whole lot of views, honestly. It's usually the short form content, which is what YouTube's obsession with. Is they're, I want to say, like, YouTube's fetish right now is anti-ad blocker stuff and short form content, which sucks. But also, I might have mentioned, sorry for dragging this out long. I'm on a website called Kara now. It's a art site that artists that I follow on Blue Sky are touting and promoting. Uh, I don't know if I would call it DeviantArt 2, the sequel. It looks like an improvement. It's what people are trying to get to be as the new DeviantArt replacement, I feel. It's not too bad. I'm just a little fatigued from joining website after website after website. Um, I don't know. It just feels like every 5 minutes, or the moment just as we get settled in on a website, we all get bored and find another one. We'll never truly be happy as an artist. So yeah, if you want, I'm only gonna be I will be posting old work, but it's not gonna be commissions. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like people's sonas. It's not gonna be like the sneezing, inflation, whatever. It's just gonna be my webcomic and then some, or stuff that I'm proud about. So there are some pictures that I kind of like that I've worked on, like some wrestling stuff with me, Rusty, JR, and Nate. But that's probably the end of it. I'm probably just gonna keep it purely the webcomic because I don't want to infest that site. I don't want that to be infected and turned into some kind of DeviantArt cringe, Sonic's feet, Amy Rosenflake. It's like I don't want to do that stuff. That's not my bag. Like, I'm gonna take it as seriously as possible and try to just push all that stuff away. So if you do join, I will say this: there is kind of not to dissuade you from joining Kara, but it does it gives the impression that you kind of have to have a certain skill to be there. I don't know. Like there's art that I've seen there that are it's pretty good, but it's like there is a expectation of you got to be a little bit more professional. I feel. Again, I'm not. This is just me observing it from one night that I had with it. But if you do decide to join, just be prepared to feel like you're a little fish in a big pond. Just so I'm just gonna be keeping my nose clean and just gonna post Patrick, Vinny, Beverly, all that stuff. Don't ask me to upload any of the fetish kink commissions that I get offered to draw, right? That's all I'm gonna say. So, all right, enough bullshittery. Let's get down to business. So here we go. This character is called. This is one of JR's characters, Scarlet Queen. This is a character that he has made. This is a commission that he offered to help pay for. It's just gonna be simple, flat colors. Nothing too extravagant. Alright. Just kind of get an idea for the pose here. There you go. Pretty basic stuff. I think I can do this. As far as the background goes, I don't know what I could really add for it at the moment. I didn't know a whole lot about her, but it's going to be pretty cool. But I guess to really anything for those wondering, thank you for the well wishes. A lot of you, starting with Ollie. Ollie, thank you so much. Samson, Dravnus, Zach, everybody, Matt, Wes, JR. Thank you for all the well wishes. Even when some of my clients asked to see if I was okay. Last 2 weeks were just kind of hell. I was in a deep, dark place. Just felt like every 5 minutes something was going wrong, and this would go on for 2 weeks straight. And then you're just kind of like, brother, it's like if it's not a Tumblr post, it's a fight, and if it's not a fight, it's GeForce breaking, and then you're just like, god damn, So bless his heart, Jr. This is a, I mean, it's still helpful, but oh god, that crusty JPEG when you have to reset it, again, not his fault, I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying, I just think it's funny. It's crusty little JPEG thing here. In terms of other stuff going on, any lighthearted, cool stuff, we are starting to get into the habit of watching more movies on my Discord server, which is pretty funny. We put the Super Mario movie on for Sprite, my buddy Super Sprite, which is hilarious. That movie is, I'll just say this right now, I like the movie. It is a notoriously bad movie, but I like it. And it's not, I get the hate for it, obviously, and I'm not gonna lie, it is actually kind of deserved. It's maybe, like, here's the thing, I watched it in theaters growing up. So I kind of, when you're a kid, you can pretty much just enjoy and not give a shit what people say or do and think. So that's kind of where I'm, coming from. But no, it is not a good movie by any means. My biggest complaint is, if anything, if I had to say anything about it, it's the fact that we had the Super Mario Super Show. We had Captain Lou Albano, Danny Wells. I could use the voice actresses for Peach and Toad, and maybe not Toad because that voice is very hard on the ears. But brother, let me tell you, like, let me see. I'm gonna try and edit this. Okay, actually, I'm gonna redo this again. I don't know what the directors were thinking with turning into a sci-fi movie. Like, why? I'm trying to bump the face a little higher. It could have been a fantasy movie. The 90s Super Mario movie could have been like a Princess Bride movie where it's like these two ordinary guys go on this fantasy knights and castles story. It could have been, it probably would have been a little bit cheesier, but I feel like that would have been the most appropriate. But no, they turned it into a Blade Runner sci-fi epic Ghostbusters thing. I don't know why. Like, why would you do that? But the only reason why I like it is because it's just too stupid. It's clearly not made with the fans in mind, other than, vague similarities to Mario and Luigi. Like Bob Hoskins, Dennis Hopper are probably like the only. I think and then the actress who played the Koopa's mistress, I presume. Let me see. I don't remember her name, sadly, but it's like she was pretty good too. I feel like she should have been through a lot more. I feel like she should have been utilized a lot more. The actress who played Daisy was pretty good. I should put on the Mario music now, just to, unless Nintendo's gonna fight me. But like, my idea for a Mario movie, without resorting to just lifting from the games itself, it should have been like a Princess Bride movie where it's like, Luigi, look, we're in the fantasy land. Look, there's we ain't in no Brooklyn. Look, it's a castle with flying turtles or something like that. Just that would have been nice. But no, they go to like an inverted Manhattan. It's just like, brother, why? But yeah, Sprite definitely got a good chuckle out of that. I'll just say that was it's such a weird movie. We also watched the '90s Cat in the Hat. That movie has you the. I am sorry, Michael Myers, but that was a terrible movie, and I'm sure you realize that. I'm not gonna be visceral and say no, you suck and you should feel bad. No, I'm not that kind of guy. But I heard on Wikipedia that the director or the producers of the movie like are defending it, and I'm like, visually, it's an assault on the eyes, in my opinion. It really hurts. There's a lot of green, very obsessive use of green. Everybody drives like a fucking, I don't know the brand of the car, the Hyundai. It feels like every character is like, I don't like how I'm doing these cheeks. I'm sorry, I don't like this. But it feels like it felt like a progressive car commercial at times when you're watching it because everybody's just driving a fucking, an SUV. Everybody's got like a compact car. It's like, what were they doing? Was there some kind? See, I grew up. I was in high when this movie came out, so it's like there had to have been some sort of like message about the planet's ecosystem or something going on. Man, I'm too busy talking and I'm not even getting these cheeks right. But yeah, it's bad. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't think I can go one round. If you've seen it once, you don't want to see it again. Not ever. It's also a movie that has been in every fucking dentist, not dentist, but dentist and doctor appointment lounge or waiting room I've ever been in. Because it certainly feels like every time I'm getting checked up by the doctor, that movie is being played on a DVD in the waiting room. It's just like, oh boy. Okay, so she's facing forward, so I'd be like, I don't think I like that mouth too. I'm going to correct that as well. I want to put I'm actually sweating, unfortunately, right now. So I'm kind of like, it'd be nice to put my AC or my fan on, but it's gonna pick up on the mic, unfortunately. What's another movie that we watched? Oh yeah, Cat in the Hat. And I think that movie also kind of. I won't get into Alec Baldwin and his problems. Like, I'm not gonna speak ill of that. I'm not a guy who follows like the current news. I don't like following news, but anyway, I know. I've read. My family's very news conscious, so I'm kind of like aware of what he's going through. But the but I don't know. I think he got like some of the grossest parts of the whole movie. There's a scene where he's just kind of like, he's hanging out in his house. He takes off the shirt, this big ass fucking hairy chest. Dude, it isn't I don't know why they would make this movie. It's like they saw. it's like they wanted to follow the example of the Jim Carrey movie. Obviously, they had some of the same kind of level of adult humor, but just it is not. It's just not. I no. Every 2000s, you know, we like to riff on the 90s for being like, whoa, totally turbulent or totally tubular, dude. And it's like, nobody I know in my time growing up has ever said totally tubular in the 90s. It's like, but the 2000s was nothing but fart, pee pee, poo poo, caca crap. Like, his jokes, like, somebody thought that was funny, I guess. Like, I mean, it's funny to some degree in some cases, but not. Shrek did it better, I kind of want to say. Like, I hate to say it, Shrek kind of did it better. Alright. So I think I kind of get a better understanding now. This is so JPEG-y. It's like I know what her mouth looks like. I know what it is, but oh, the JPEG. That JPEG right there. Oh, Jesus. She's supposed to have like a very like, it's like, huh, like passive expression. So how do I make this without her looking like she's about to sneeze or just from like, I had to actually ask JR if he's got like a it's like I don't want to make her mouth too big. I feel like she has like her mouth like. God. I'll I'll come back to it. Let me at least get this next part out of the way. Oh God. I would not watch Cat in the Hat again. You couldn't make me try. Worst case scenario, please don't ever make me want to draw Cat in the Hat. I think I cracked the joke during the stream of the movie. I was like, when Michael Myers is doing he's doing this part where he's got the, what do you call it? He's doing that little dance with his he's got like the fruits on his head. He's got the little like jewel in his navel cavity. You know, it's like I cracked it. I was like, oh, this is. Just think that was somebody's sexual awakening. It's like, no, don't. Just hate that. No. But moving on, we did actually see a better movie, and this is actually kind of funny when you think about it. We went from Cat in the Hat. Actually, no. Well, there were a couple other movies. Let me roll that back. After Cat in the Hat, we actually watched Rock and Rule. Now that is a quality animated movie. That is actually something I would recommend. The music is great. The cast is great. I miss the biting veracity or I miss the intensity of 80s movies. Like I see people try to imitate the 80s so many times. They think it's all just neon vaporwave stuff. I'm like, no. The 80s just look. I was born in '87, but I was exposed to a lot of 80s stuff, even growing up, and it didn't look anything like that. Like the Rock and Roll is an example of just the Rock and Roll is an example of when you put some effort into your stories, some good visual effects and backgrounds, complete with people who kind of just give a shit about what they're doing, you get a really stellar movie. I think I have the soundtrack too. But it's like, I would definitely watch that a second time with my pals, more than just, me and Sprite. and I think Final Draft was there. I forget who else was there with us, but yeah, just it was made by Nelvana too. That's the trippy part. Like I'm so used to Nelvana being Babar. I'm trying to think. What else has Nelvana worked on? Pound Puppies, I think. But yeah, just that is God. There. It it's hard to really explain because I'm also drawing right now. But the main character, uh, it's like they're a mixture of like mice, rodent, dog, cat, people hybrids. The main character feels like me a lot of the time. Just kind of a prick. Just kind of always, how do I put it? Like just kind of a douche. But I mean, he obviously he learns at the end of the day to help the main one of his bandmates. But man, the expressions, the fluidity of it, the villain is actually is it's Iggy Pop, so it's like he knows what he's got. He's got all the charm and wit of a classic Disney villain. He just comes off as what the guy from Disney's Wish should have been, if you want my honest opinion. That's a whole other conversation. And the music stopped. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go check my DMs right now because I keep getting notifications, despite me putting it on red. But yeah, I need to. Don't worry, I'll fix this. It's not right. Damn it. I should put the thing on loop. If I had permission, I would totally play the Silva Gunner Fusion collab, but I don't think that would be allowed, unfortunately. That one I could listen to all day. That one was just really fucking good. I have to leave the window open because it's burning hot. Give me